Hey y'all, peace and love. I'm gonna take a moment for y'all to get in the room. We have a really good one today that I want to share with you guys. I hope all is well. I hope all is well with you guys. There's so much going on right now, y'all, that I had to come back and do this spiritual catalyst video again for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. There's really no time like right now, right? Like the present. So if you guys have seen my first video, the spiritual catalyst, it really talks about exactly what a spiritual catalyst is and how to know if you are one and how to navigate that role. Okay, it's a divine role that you were placed here to accomplish. So just know that. Welcome y'all who just joined in. So again, a spiritual catalyst is someone who triggers people in a spiritual way, right? Who helps to bring about change, helps to bring about transformation and transmutation, right? You were given this role as a spiritual catalyst before you touched down for this current life. You signed up for this. A lot of y'all were selected, blah, blah, blah. However the situation happened, you are here now to be a trigger for other people, to activate other people into evolving and changing, and that's your role. A lot of y'all who this video resonates with, you're the spiritual catalyst, you're the trigger. There's other words for us. Some are light workers, lighthouses, spiritual guides, whatever you want to call yourself. You are a spiritual catalyst. You bring in change. It is your job. You signed a contract to do this, okay? And that's what I really talked about in the spiritual catalyst, the first video. If you guys want to see that and the rest of my videos, go to my YouTube channel, Nature Girl Neo. Like, share, and subscribe. The more you like and share and set your notifications as well, the more that you do that, the more the video gets circulated. So if you resonate with anything that I say, any video that I do, make sure you like it so other people can benefit from that. And that's not for me, but that's for the good of everyone else. So yes, I want to say that. So on this particular video, Spiritual Catalyst Part 2, I want to talk to you guys about an experience that I had last week. And excuse my voice, the fan is on. It's really hot here, hot and humid in Costa Rica tonight. So if my voice cuts out a little bit, it's because of the fan. So pardon me. Welcome y'all. Thank you for joining me. Invite people in this video. Y'all know it's gonna be a good one, all right? I'm gonna spill all the tea. No, but I usually do, right? All of my videos, y'all who have been rocking with me from the beginning, I greatly appreciate and love you. And those who are new, welcome to TiaraSharde and Nature Girl Neo. But y'all who don't know me, check out my old videos again, like I said. And I come up in front of this camera and I tell on myself, y'all. I do. I completely tell on myself with no shame or no guilt, because this is me speaking my truth. And it's very important that I do that. It's very important that you do that at all times. You know, be loving, be respectful and mindful, of course. But always speak your truth, and don't let anybody dissuade you from doing it or make you feel bad about doing that, or try to be a narcissist and blame you for speaking about the truth and act like you just wanted to be negative. Nah, you're speaking your truth. So a situation happened last week with someone I considered a friend. And let me back up. Okay, I've known that I was a spiritual catalyst and a trigger for a long time, since I was a youth, since I was a little girl. There was just something about me. Anything I did, it was like a certain little vibe that came with it. I could literally say, oh, I like honey in my tea. And somebody would be triggered and think that I'm just like trying to tell them that they should put honey in their tea, or, you know, or just simple things like that. It could really be that petty. It could really be that petty, but you're a trigger. You're a catalyst, right? So I knew that from a young age. And in my journey, now that I'm a woman and I'm in full knowing of who I am and why I am here, I see it often. And I know that I'm a trigger. You either love me or you hate me, or I leave you highly confused. One or the other. You might be trying to figure me out and you can't. That's not what you're here for. But that's who I am, right? And I noticed more often as my frequency has been raised, as my vibration has been raised, as I'm walking more into my purpose, saying yes to my mission more and more and more, that I am triggering the fuck out of people, left and right, for good or bad. You know, and that depends on how they look at it. It's always good. A spiritual catalyst always triggers a change for the ultimate good of that person that has been triggered, right? So I know that I do this. I've done it quite a bit recently, especially the last few years. And with this person, they came at me, y'all, like, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. They came at me. And because I am so, and I'm sharing this with you guys because I want you to know, and I want this to inspire you to know who you are. And a lot of you have already experienced situations like this. So this is why I'm sharing this. That's my intent. Not to shade anyone or spread negativity, but again, to speak my truth and to shed a light on these very real things that we're going through right now, especially in this time and space right now. All right. So this person came at me, and I am in full knowing of who I am. I cannot be moved. I cannot be swayed. I have put so much time into knowing myself and who I am and where I'm going, what I was sent here for, my whole soul contract, that there is nothing that you can say to me to sway me. My roots is too thick. They way too deep. So when this person came at me, I already knew what it was. Mind you, I'm always meditating. I'm always in spirit. I'm always doing my divinations. So I was aware that a certain situation was going to come about. I just didn't know when and where and, you know, exactly who would be instigating this situation. So when it did happen, hey, welcome y'all. Thanks for joining me. Peace and love. So when the situation did happen, I was like, okay, so this is what I was being advised of, you know, that would be going down. And as they're going in, I'm still centered. I'm still firm in myself. And I want you guys to do that. Those who, you know, this is resonating with, I want you guys to be so firm in who you are that nothing and no one can move you. They don't have the power. They can't. They're not built that tough because you put so much work into who you are that nothing can move you. That's how strong I want you to be in who you are and why you're here. So I'm listening to this person like, oh, wow, they really got me messed up. You know, that's not who I am. Very clear on who I am. I put in many hours. I got a PhD with this shadow work shit. Like, y'all could check my website, TiaraSharde.com. I have an article called Sage and Crystals. What about that shadow work, though? And it's fully transparent. Again, it's me speaking my truth because that's all I know. And I'm a Libra, too. So truth, justice, balance, all of that. I'm about that. Real talk. Even if it wasn't about the zodiac, I'm literally about that. So I have a PhD in this shadow work shit. You cannot tell me something about myself that I am not aware of. You cannot. It's never happened. Even from a child. It's never happened. I really know myself. I was sent here with that inner knowing. And now that I'm a woman and I'm walking in my power, ooh, I'm going to laugh at you. You try to tell me something about myself. I'm going to really laugh. So this is what happened. This person came at me. And the whole time I'm saying, well, this is a situation outside of me. Because everything you're saying that I did, it's not anything I did. It's actually something that you're dealing with something, but you're pointing the finger out. You're pointing the finger out. You're talking from so much pain right now. And again, being a spiritual catalyst, being a trigger, being a light worker, being a guide, whatever you choose to call yourself, you have this deep compassion within inside you. You're not going to shame and guilt somebody because they're going through a moment. In tarot, they call it a tower moment. We call it a tower moment where things are just like, things blow up. All right. You're having a tower moment. Things are happening with you. You're going through this ascension process where you're being called to purge and shed these ideologies and all this bullshit within you. Okay? And that is what you should be focused on. Not somebody else. Never going like this. Especially not now in this time and place. Always go like this. What am I doing? What am I saying? What am I thinking? How am I moving? Because that's what these energies are calling you to do right now. You need to shed and you need to purge. That's how we get to our higher self, right? That's how we keep moving and growing and building and getting better within ourselves, right? So I'm saying this. The person is denying that this is what it is. I'm telling her, I'm telling this person, I'm telling them that look, I know who I am. You can't tell me something brand new about me. You cannot. You cannot. I'm an OG. I'm a heavyweight soul, bruh. I've been here more times than I could count. I know what I'm talking about. And I want you guys to be just as firm. It's not about ego. It's not about pride. It's about knowing who the fuck you are. And knowing that you cannot be moved. Period. Alright? Being a spiritual catalyst, being a trigger, a guide. You're going to want to be very patient with yourself and with that other person when you know that they're being triggered. When you know that you're triggering them. You're not going to want to respond in anger. You're not going to want to be impatient with them because they need the opportunity to see themselves for who they are in that moment. They got to catch themselves in that moment. Okay? I want you guys to be mindful as well. Never, ever, ever allow somebody to disrespect you or to treat you like a punching bag either. No. I'm not saying to stick around and allow that to happen. Don't do that. What I am saying is just allow an opportunity for them to learn from you, for you to be the guide, for you to be the person that you signed up to be, right? So that's what I did, okay? I allowed that person the opportunity to see themselves for who they were. By the end of the phone call, they were like, oh shit. Like that was a trigger. I had a whole trigger moment. And inside I'm like, yeah, I know you did. But I needed them to see that. I needed them to see that. And I'm still gonna go about my life and not fuck with you anymore. Okay. But I need you to be able to see that so that's when the healing can begin. That's when change can take place. That's when your transformation can begin, when you allow yourself the opportunity to see yourself in that moment. Okay? Take no blinders. No standing in the shadow. Nah, baby, you're going to come out into the light. I'm going to help you get your watts up. That's what I'm here to do. That's my job. That's the role of the spiritual catalyst. So they apologized. I accepted the apology. It was all peace and love with me. Still firm in my knowing of who I am and having integrity and standing true to that, being honest and truthful in that. Okay? Because you're here to shine that light. People are here to learn from you. You're a student. I'm a student and a teacher as well. Don't get it twisted. All right? I'm grateful for all of the teachers I have around me, the mentors, the oracles, the priestesses, the high priestesses that contact me. Like, please believe, always a state of gratitude. But I know when I'm being a teacher. I know when I'm in that role. And that was my role. So I had to allow that person the opportunity to see who they were. Okay? And they apologized for it. You know, they were finally able to see like, oh shit, I fucked up with you. Like, I got it all wrong. I was stuck in this thing and these thought forms and these programs I had running. And I totally came at you. And I was grateful for that. Because it's not often that, you know, you trigger someone and they're able to, you know, be in a safe space enough to de-escalate, you know, to calm down and to see themselves. It's not often. Hey, welcome y'all who just joined in. I'm happy you're here. Share this if this resonates with you. And then again, this will be on my YouTube channel, Nature Girl Neil. So I allowed that person the opportunity. I say that loosely, okay? I don't have power over, we don't have power over other people. We just have power over ourselves and how we conduct ourselves. But I assisted in providing a safe space for this person to do that. So I want you guys to be mindful of that. This video is a little different from the first video I did. Again, check my YouTube if you're interested in seeing that. In that, as a spiritual catalyst, y'all, and I've been dealing with this for a couple years now, since my journey really intensified. I've been awakened a long time, but the journey really intensified a couple years ago, and I know many of you guys would resonate with that. This is what's going on in the cosmos. It's written, all right? I've been noticing that it can be quite challenging to be the catalyst, to be the trigger, to be the lighthouse. It can be challenging. It could be lonely. It could be lonely even knowing that I'm not alone. I have all these guides and the whole squad, the whole galactic family. I know that for facts. A lot of y'all out here are part of that. What up? You know, I know that. But it can be quite challenging to be us, right? It can be quite challenging to be the trigger. Oftentimes you're the scapegoat. You know, you're the punching bag. You know, people looking at you like you a whole problem. And it's really interesting because you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. You have to understand it. You have to know who you are, and you have to be really kind with yourself and understand that this is the role. You signed that contract, baby. This is what you're here to do. People are either gonna love you or gonna hate you. It reminds me of Coming to America, right? When the guy is in the stadium and he sees Prince Hakeem and he's like, I don't believe it. Like, oh my God. Like, there's souls out there that will see you like that and be like, oh my God, he's here. Like, oh my God, I get to see him. It's been all these years. Oh my God, they're back. They're going to help me, right? People will look at you like that as a spiritual catalyst, as a light worker. And some souls will look at you and want to square the fuck up because they know who you are and they know what you came here for. And they don't really want those problems with you. They hate you. They don't often understand why they hate you, but they do. All right? It's just like that. You have to understand who you are. Okay? I want to push that so strongly, you guys. Because if you don't know who you are, you're going to allow someone who hasn't even put in any type of work in this shadow work, hasn't even thought about who they are and why they're here. You're going to allow them to sway you? Nah, it don't work like that. No, you're a heavyweight soul in this game. You've been here more times than, yo, I don't even know how many times I've been here. That's how many times I've been here. So you must know who you are. Okay, what helped me was getting my birth chart report. I pushed that so much. It helps you see that contract, your astrological energies, the planets that were out. You know what I'm saying? These energies that greatly influence your path. It allows you to see that. Past life reports, studying your north node and your south node, things like that. Meditations, connecting to your spirit guides, connecting to your galactic family. This allows you the opportunity to know who you are and why you are here. I highly recommend that. If I had not put in all that work, all that shadow work and figuring myself out, and really studying myself, like, look at these bags. I'm healthy as fuck right now, and I still, excuse me, y'all, because I'm a late night scholar. I put in that work because I tap in with the spirit world. They be knocking on my door late night, and I get up because I have work to do. That's where these bags came in. Someone like me will never again allow anybody to tell me who I am and what I'm here for, or to create doubt. There's a lot of beings out here without souls. There's a lot of beings out here that's plugged into that matrix, that are ops, that are robots, that are bots. And they want to create doubt within you. Don't you ever in life, allow anybody, don't allow anyone to put any doubt in you and in who you are. You must stand firm. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. This is a really quick video. I wanted to be in and out. I wrote a couple things down, but it looks like I touched on them because this is a really real thing. You know, it's crunch time. Oh, and again, I want to say, don't you ever try to defend yourself with these people either. Nah. Because there's beings and there's entities attached to them that want to drain your energy from you. They want to drain your energy from you. And if you stay on the phone with them, or you stay in their presence, or you go back and forth and you try to prove yourself to them, you're feeding those entities. All right? Don't allow a parasite to drain you. Parasites ain't shit. If you have a parasite trying to drain you, that just lets you know who the fuck you are. Like, you a big deal out here. That's why you need a parasite. That's why parasites need you, to siphon your energy and your gifts and your power from you. So don't you ever feel the need that you have to defend yourself in front of these people. As soon as you feel that energy being sucked from you, cut it. And don't go back. Do not look back. Okay? They gotta figure this thing out on their own. You did your job as a light worker, as a spiritual catalyst, as a trigger. You triggered them, and then you did. All right? You plant the seed and you roll out. Don't even worry about watering it. Like, it's cool. Nature got that. Don't trip. All right? Because that's how you protect yourself. That's how you protect yourself. Welcome y'all who just came in. I'm wrapping this up. I really just wanted to hit that. And I feel it too when I tap into the collective unconscious. I really feel like there's a lot of y'all. There's a lot of those who have this. How do I say it? There's a lot of y'all who are awakened. Y'all just sleep. All right? Y'all just need like a little pixie dust sprinkled on you when you up. And that's it. All right? And there's other people out here who... it's not quite their path in this life. Then that's okay. Respect everybody for whatever position they're playing out here. Let them do what they do. It's all peace and love and light. All right? But yeah, so that's what we do. We plant the seeds and we dip. So don't allow anybody to make you feel like you need to defend yourself or to go back and forth with them. Nah, you don't need to prove shit to anybody. You do not. All right? Yeah, so that's it, y'all. I wrote down a couple things because I wanted to make sure that I touched on it with y'all. Things are gonna get really, really tricky out here. They're gonna get even trickier than they are right now because it's a spiritual war. There are entities and beings out here, baby. They want your light. They want your gifts. They want your power. Protect yourself. Ground yourself. The first line of defense I really want to say is knowing who you are, though. Knowing who you are. Because then you could see, like, it, man, I can't even emphasize that enough. It allows you to see more when you know who you are and why you are here in this life. So do that. Get your birth report done. Get your past life done. Get your North Node done. Do what you have to do. Connect, meditate, ground yourself, eat life, eat fruits and vegetables, drink water. It helps you clear up your mind. Stop eating meat, all right? And I struggled with this on my journey too, trying to transition from plant-based. But meat is a low vibrational food, and it just allows these energies and beings to infiltrate your cipher. You don't want them to do that. Know who you are. Once you know who you are, you be like, yo, I'm a sovereign being. Sovereign beings don't even eat meat, first of all. They don't eat cheese and dairy. Like, nah, they eat living foods. That's what being sovereign is. And once you know who you are, it's easy to do. Your body, your cells start to speak to you. All right? So I really just wanted to touch on that, y'all. I love y'all so much. Again, like, share, and subscribe. This will be on my YouTube channel, Nature Girl Neo. Hit me up on Instagram, Nature Girl Neo. Message me if you need me. Check out my website, TiaraSharde.com. This is really about selfless service. And I had to get selfish in order to be selfless, you guys. I had to really start loving myself and take time to get to know who I was before I can be able to even share stuff like this with y'all. Before the spirit world was able to open me up more to hear more and feel more and see more in order to share with y'all. Okay, so I highly recommend taking care of yourself and loving yourself. Pour all that love into yourself first. I don't care if you got a man, a woman, a wife, children. Nah. You get the love first because then you're better able to give them the best love. Okay? So I want to say that to y'all. And I'm out. I'm going to check the comments later. I love y'all. Peace and love. Mwah.